What's up, traders? Welcome to today's Equity Empire chart analysis session. When most investors are throwing darts, we're looking for clues in the charts. My name is John McHugh. I'm a former Wall Street analyst, hedge fund manager, and independent trader for the better part of 20 years. Today, I'm going to be doing a chart analysis tutorial for newbie traders. And we're going to be doing the tutorial on the company Maplebear. That's the corporate name for Instacart, symbol C-A-R-T. And when we look at the chart on Maplebear, we're going to simply be assessing two things. What's the direction of the trend? And are there clues in the charts where the big money stacked up trying to buy or trying to sell? The way we're going to assess the trend is go from a high to a low, low to a high, high to a low. And then we're going to assess the direction of the highs. They're going higher as they move from left to right. And the lows as they move from left to right are also trending higher. And that's the definition of an uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows. So Maplebear is in an uptrend. In an uptrend, we'd simply be looking for a support level as a clue as to where the big money stacked up trying to buy. And there's a clue right here in the 40.50 to 38.65 price range that big funds might be stacked up trying to buy there. So if price were to pull back to 40.50, you could enter the trade with those patient long-term investors and have a protective stop just below there. If you don't want to wait that long for price to pull back to a support level, you want to get a quicker trade placed, we will go to a lower time frame and look for a different support level. And there is a different support level with candles forming every 15 minutes, and that is in the 45.37 to 43.91 price range. So our game plan would be waiting for a pullback into that support level. Now, before we set up the game plan, I'm going to look for a clue as to where the next resistance level is, and we'll use that as a price target. So our price target will be the first resistance level we can see. And here it looks like there could be some resistance, or price might stop going up, where the big funds might be stacked up trying to sell in the 52 to 30 to 53.69 price range. So our game plan would be this. We would patiently wait for Instacart, Maplebear, to pull back 537 with a protective stop just below that support level. We would put a buy limit order at 45.37 or in that general range, a stop just below that support level, and our target will be just in front of that resistance level. And the game plan would be this. If Maplebear can pull back to our support level and bounce off of that level, head to the next resistance level, we would be taking $100 worth of, for every $100 worth of risk we'd be taking, you could potentially make $380 of profit. So that is a reward to risk ratio of that trade setup of 3.83 to 1. And that's the way pro traders set up their trades. They take a little bit of risk when they see a large amount of reward potential. And pro traders always have a protective stop. So if the trade doesn't work, if Maplebear were to pull back to 45.37 and just keep dropping, we're not going to lose half of our account letting it keep dropping. You'd have a protective stop just below that support level. Let's wrap up today's session. Hope you enjoyed the session, especially if you're a newbie trader. I'll be back later this week for more chart analysis sessions. In the meantime, best of luck in your trading investing, and we'll see you soon.